all my chickadees. Welcome back. This was a surprise, okay? You and Him, apparently a prequel had been in development and I didn't know this. And I was just looked on itch.io and voila, it was there. So I knew I immediately had to play it. As of me recording it, it has came out 5 hours ago. So I'm getting this out the same day it released. Wow. Um, but yeah, this is a prequel to You and Him. It's called You and Him Cain. I'm guessing this is Cain with the green hair. But first off, let's go over the content warning. Content warning. This game contains depictions of suicidal ideation, accidental self harm, depictions of mental illness, and eye strain. This game is intended for 18 plus audiences only. There you go. There is your warning. I want all my chickadees to be safe. Nice. Look, we got a different guy. This is Cain, I take it. Okay, let me turn that down a little bit. I don't see a options menu, but heck yeah, this music is rocking. But that is the warning for all you guys. If any of that does bother you, or if you are under 18, please click away. I want all my little chickadees to be safe. For everybody else, buckle up, Buttercup, grab a plushie, snuggle up, and we're gonna jump in. I am so excited. I am so excited. Ah, yes. Okay. Start. Cain. Wait, no. Cain? Cain is the name of the main guy, right? I don't know why I think this. Okay, right? Cain is the name of the main guy with the purple hair, right? No, that's Adam. That's Adam. So this guy's Cain. Okay, I gotcha. I got it. This is a prequel, so everything that happened in the You and Him hasn't happened yet. Okay. Graham's Arena, Belfast, California. 10:30 p.m. 1 month before Adam meets you. Okay, this is Melody. The award for the album of the year goes to. There's a moment of hushed silence as Melody, an artist known for their revolutionary music videos and experimental sound, opens the envelope flap. While others lean forward in their seats, waiting on bated breath, Cain steals a swig from his flask. Oh, so this is Cain. Wait, I thought the white haired guy was Cain. Our manager. What was his name? I'm just confused now. But this is Cain. Um, he's cute. I like his green hair, and he's got his whole. He's leaning into the green. I like that, and he's got some nice piercings. But I guess he's a member of Cake, right? The band. He has to be. Now that's good shit. He withholds a groan of satisfaction as his body loosens up. Sitting in these cramped seats for hours on end, in this borderline stuffy setting of a award show, sets him on razor's edge. He doesn't even want to imagine how he'd handle all this normally. All these people with their probing eyes on him? Fuck that. Is why he brought his trusty flask for backup. This is the only way he can preserve the carefully crafted image of the band that Saffron helped curate. Saffron! Okay, Saffron's the name of the manager. Got it. Hey, it's been a hot minute, okay, guys? It's been a hot minute since I played. Cain manages to tuck away his flask as Melody withdraws her glossy-looking card from the envelope on stage. They peer down for a brief moment before breaking into a brilliant smile. Melody lifts the cards over their head as if the victory was their own while the cameras zoom in on each of the nominees, one view including Cain and his bandmates. Cake! The crowd erupts into a deafening roar. Wait. Haha, there is preference. Okay, hang on. Turn the music down a little. Sounds okay. We'll leave that okay. Okay. The crowd erupts into a deafening roar. Cheers and screams breaking out all around the group. Cain resists the urge to check if his eardrum still just burst. Instead, he plays it cool as Ethan, his multi-talented instrumentalist of a bandmate, lets out a loud whoop and thrusts his arms into the air before bursting out of his chair and jogging towards his stage. Okay, he's cute. This one's cute. King. Okay, so we got Cain, Ethan, Adam, and King. King, Cake's drummer, goes next, practically bouncing on the heels of his feet as he makes the heart shape with his hands in the direction of the camera. There's a few delighted squeals that follow. There he is. Look how sane he looks here. Adam, the main face of their band and lead singer, is more subdued and gives a kind smile and waves towards the crowd. A down-to-earth reaction in comparison to the other two as he joins them on stage. Cain keeps himself from laughing. Not over the duality of their reactions over the announcement, but something else entirely. Anyone who knows any of these men could easily place why. But they're all doing what they're told. They're entertainers. A fantasy put on stage meant to sell albums and records and establish connections around the world. So Cain puts on a show. It's his turn after all. He gives the camera that zooms in on him an enigmatic smile and a wink before leisurely getting up and going to join the others. He takes note of Adam's strained expression as he takes his time, his movements liquid smooth thanks to the liquor. Anyone who doesn't know the singer personally won't see the undercurrent of annoyance and anger coursing through him as he keeps his gaze trained on Cain's slow-moving legs. Always a fucking snail's pace. Cain can practically hear Adam's thoughts in response by simply ignoring him, eyes roaming towards the crowd before landing on a woman in the audience wearing a glittering silver gown that pulls around her feet. Well, hello. Adora. She was one of the other nominees, but you wouldn't know that by looking at how wide she's smiling. Particularly at Adam. Girl, you kind of need to, give a very wide, berth to Adam, okay? Just take my advice for that, you know? Yeah. That is not a good thing. Is she gonna end up dead by the end of this? Is she gonna end up dead? I'm guessing. If Cain had to guess, she'll try sleeping with him by the end of the night at the after party. He wishes her luck. She's gonna need it. Oh, yes, she is. With that thought, Cain finally joins the others on stage, responsible for making their album into what it is. A worldwide phenomenon. Millions of sales nationally and internationally. Just about everyone knows Cake's name. A grand achievement from the outside looking in. But, if he's being honest with himself, it all feels so fake and empty. No, not fake. It is. So much he has to resist the urge to break out his flask and take a swig in front of everyone watching. Oh, he's crying. Cain manages to wrangle his lips into a half-hearted smirk as Ethan takes up the microphone and wipes false tears from his eyes, hamming it up as usual. I just want to say, he fans himself as if he's trying to stop his crocodile tears. After putting up with Adam for months on end, I say we deserve this. Cain tries to keep from snorting. Isn't that an understatement? Do they know? Does his bandmates know about Cain being like a serial killer, or do each of them have issues? Hmm. Oh wow, he's bigger than the others, isn't he? He's the tallest it looks like. Well, we don't have the little guy over here yet, the blonde. King. Ethan then breaks out into a playful grin and shares it with the purple haired singer, who returns it with a good natured smile and a soft laugh, waving Ethan off as if he's embarrassed by his teasing. Oh, there he is. Oh, you the littlest. You are the tiniest one in the group. When he finally gives up the microphone, King bounces over and blows the crowd a kiss, his follow up speech bubbly and full of optimism. Then he offers Cain the microphone next, but Cain waves him off. No thanks. Of course, he's playing into his stage persona a bit, but he really doesn't feel like making some half-assed speech that he doesn't mean. Not to mention, who would really listen or give a shit? Insecurity nags at him. Finally, Adam steps up to the microphone, facing the crowd with a practiced sincerity. His cross earring glints under the stage light. A beatific smile that rivals all other angels in heaven adorns his face, and everyone goes quiet. Everyone going absolutely still. Without even saying a word, Adam's mere presence garners every single person's attention as they wait for him to speak. Like he's a preacher at church, spilling the word of gospel. Cain looks so unamused. Look at him. He's just like, can I go home now? Why are they so like... I mean, I guess it's one thing having to like get up and like dress up and go prancing out on stage, but I mean, they're getting a reward for like their hard work. Shouldn't they be more thrilled about it? No. More like he's the messenger of heaven itself. I really want to I totally forgot what I did to Adam's voice. I really want to thank everyone who's helped make our album what it is. From our record label, Collision Industries, to our artist manager who doubles as a tour manager, Saffron, to our fans who helped support us through the years. We couldn't have done it without a single one of you. You helped our dream become a reality. He's really fucking pouring it on. Ever the perfectionists, be it a speech or over their music. Cain can't count how many all-nighters they pulled just because Adam wasn't satisfied with their sound, wanting them to match up with his unrealistic expectations for his vision of the song. He downed so many energy drinks to survive those nights. Not that he sleep that well anyway. But Adam just loved to push people past their limits. And knows without a doubt that they're going to endure the same treatment when they start in on their next album. Cain almost raises his eyebrow when Adam reaches over and ropes Ethan into a one-armed hug around the shoulder and squeezes. Looks like he missed something. Oh, fucking well. None of this public display matters in the first place. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, Adam says, earning a small chuckle from the audience as he ruffles Ethan's hair like he's a troublesome little brother, before letting him go and showing they're just messing around. The crowd, of course, eats every bit of their dynamic up. Adam then returns his attention back to their captive audience. The expression on Adam's face almost makes Cain roll his eyes, but he resists as the other man's gaze softened as he continues on. But honestly, I don't know what I'd do without him. Or any of them, really. He takes the microphone and turns towards his bandmates. I just want to say that there's no one better than this group right here, standing beside me. I can see them not only as my bandmates, but also as my friends, my family. Through it all, you stayed with me. Through all those sleepless nights of us working, perfecting our music, making me laugh when it got hard too. I can't thank all of you enough. So thank you for being there and acting as more than my bandmates, but as my brothers. Thank you. Cain keeps his half smile fixed in place. He's done it time and time again, throughout all of Adam's meaningless speeches. The purple-haired singer's words crafted to bring a tear to any viewer's eyes, but everything about it was a carefully crafted lie. You signed up for this, Cain reminds himself. They all did. Cain keeps his hands loose and feigns amusement when the camera focus shifts onto his reaction, acting like what Adam's saying is common knowledge between the members. He gives Adam a nod of acknowledgement and is tugged forward by King, who grabs onto his and Ethan's hands before they circle Adam and commits a group hug. Man, they're just faking the heck out of this. I'm looking forward to seeing how their dynamic really is once they're out of the public's eye. From what Cain is giving us, his insights onto this, it's probably not good at all. I do want to know if they know if Adam's a murderer. Well, you're definitely an alcoholic, it seems like, buddy. Maybe not an alcoholic. I might be saying that too harshly. He was using booze to make it easier on him. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Right now he's giving me the vibes like he's totally regretting signing up for this. He gives Adam a nod of acknowledgement and is tugged forward by King, who grabs onto his and Ethan's hands before they circle Adam and commence a group hug. As their head ducks together, their expressions hidden away from prying eyes, Cain sees Adam's unfathomable rage. He's staring at Ethan like he wants to choke the other man out. What did Ethan do? Ethan merely grins, always one to poke the proverbial bear. He knows Adam can't retaliate in front of all these people. He's safe. For now. When they draw away, Adam easily slips on his mask as the down-to-earth singer of Cake. He even fakes a laugh when Ethan dips his head back towards the microphone before they head backstage, his golden eyes sparkling with mischief. Geez, Adam, way to kill off the fanfics without comment. Then he thrusts his fist in the air and shouts, Kith for life, baby. oh, like a ship name, Kith. Oh, goodness. Before he pulled away with the group, earning a chuckle from the crowd as they walk backstage. Cain raises a brow at Ethan as they walk side by side. Kith, huh? Kith was an obvious mashup of Ethan and King's names. Were you hoping I'd say Can instead? Sorry, maybe next time we win a whammy. Are you gonna rip open your suit to reveal a shirt with our ship name hidden underneath? Like you did with Adam when we got the reward for Best New Group a few years back? Oh no, I'm thinking bigger, bolder. Think of marching band, a baton twirler, a shit ton of confetti. Cain shakes his head, the corner of his lips tugging up at the corners when he hears the host for the Whammies giving a closing speech before bidding the audience good night. He's just glad it's over. After everything that happened on stage, he could use another swing from his flask. Or maybe even a cigarette. He's craving something, either way. Okay. So it seems like at least Ethan and Cain are on good terms. Is Adam the only issue with the whole group? Does all the others get along fine though? Their stint backstage is a brief one, with the exception of a few people congratulating them before they're brought out to the limo where Saffron waits for them. He's speaking into his Bluetooth and standing beside the open limo door. He still looks done. I guess that's just his resting face, but this boy just looks done. I think he just needs to go home, get in some comfy clothes, and curl up on bed. Oh man, maybe with a pint of ice cream, buddy. I'm sorry. Cain catches snippets of the conversation as he slides in. Yes, we should shoot the music video beforehand. They'll be on the road after that for a year. No. He drags his attention away from Saffron and brings out his flask. At long fucking last. He goes to take a swing when the limo door slams shut and a hand clamps down on his arm. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Of course. Right on cue. Adam, we're done for the night. Let him drink. They're out of earshot and away from prying eyes, which means Adam's allowed to act like a prick again. Taking a drink. What does it look like? Adam curls his lip in disgust. Put that shit away. You already smell like you rolled out of a kegger. How about I light a cigarette instead? Cain retorts, refusing to back down. When Adam's expression twists even further, he can't help but let his lips twerk into a smile. Adam wants to act like an asshole. Cain will match him step for step. He then reaches his arm out of Adam's grasp, holding his gaze while he takes a swig from his flask before dragging an arm across his wetted lips. A vein pulses along his jaw. He looks like he is about ready to take a swing at Cain, to which he'd like to see Adam try. A low whistle sounds to the right, drawing both of their attentions over to Ethan, who got his arms laced behind his head, wearing his typical grin. Easy there, Adam. If your face gets any more purple, it's gonna match your hair. And you're gonna look like that one girl from Wally and the Chocolate Factory. Oh, are you talking about Veruca Salt? When she turned into a blueberry? Wait, was it Veruca? No, Veruca was the one that wanted the golden egg. It was... wasn't Veruca. It was the one that chewed the gum. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't remember her name. Wait, did she actually turn blue instead of purple? It was blue! It was blue, Ethan. Close enough. He taps his chin in thought before he gives a non-committal shrug, and his cheeky personality returns. Out of the four of them, Ethan's... Wait, no. No, it wasn't Veruca. He gives a non-committal shrug, and his cheeky expression returns. Out of the four of them, Ethan's personality on stage matches the guy he is in private. An energetic guy who loves to joke around and play pranks. His favorite target being Adam. Buddy, you better... Maybe they don't know about Adam's side hobby then, because I think he'd be more careful if he did know. Right, you can't kill your bandmates, okay, Adam? Please don't. Everyone else takes Ethan in stride, but Adam's easy to set off. One wrong move, and there's debris for miles around. He's a grenade waiting to go off. It's like Ethan said during his speech. He's a pain in the ass to work with. Cain watches as Adam bristles, also remembering what happened with Ethan on stage and the brazen truth he aired out. But the audience won't take Ethan's words to heart. True or not, no one takes him seriously given his personality that lacks any semblance of seriousness. It's something only Ethan could get away with. A trait that Cain can't help but envy when he's sober enough to think about it. He watches as Adam's lips curl into a snarl. And you? What the fuck was that? Ah, there it is. Cain expected this. He knew how Adam would react as soon as they were away from prying eyes. The real Adam coming out to play. Ethan feigns innocence and pressed the tip of his fingers to his lips, pretending to appear aghast. Why, Adam, whatever do you mean? I thought I was well behaved today. There's a sudden bang as Adam's curled up fist rests on the limousine window. His lips curled into a snarl that's closer to a demon than an angel. Cain's surprised the glass didn't crack in the process. I am too. I am honestly surprised too. A lot of force went into that blow. Across from them, Ethan raises a brow, unperturbed when the purpled-haired singer's gaze meet his, the air thickening with tension between the two. Where's Cain? Where's our little tiny blonde? Cain takes another swig from his flask as he reins himself to watch the two verbally duke it out. Oh, that's good shit. You know exactly what I fucking mean. What the fuck was that speech? Are you trying to make a fool out of me? Speech? Oh, you mean the one where I joked you're a nightmare to work with? I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. I thought you did. You did too, given your initial reaction. What? Did you not like it or something? What do you think? I already said I thought it was funny. Jeez, you're... He's cut off as Adam's arm darts out. The hand belonging to that arm fisting the front of Ethan's shirt before he drags him so close they're nose to nose. Ethan grins, almost like he's getting a kick out of the whole ordeal. There's not a hint of fear, only amusement and unaccurted of something that Cain himself knows all too well. Defiance. Maybe this is his way of just, he's had enough too. Adam, you're wearing down your entire band. They definitely don't know. They don't know about him and Saffron's side hobbies. Couldn't stand the distance between us, I see. Goodness, Adam, if you wanted to get up close and personal, all you had to do was ask. And then Ethan does something unexpected. Cain watches as Ethan kisses the tip of Adam's nose. Oh no, this guy's asking for death. Oh no. With a light mwah, the sound echoing through the car that goes deathly silent. Oh no. Oh no. If you guys have seen the other parts, you will know how Cain is like so against any like love, romance, whatever. He's against it so hard. So he hates himself when he's starting to get feelings. He's against it. Oh no, he's about to die. It was nice knowing you, Ethan. You seem like a funny guy. I like your eyeshadow and your lip ring. It was nice knowing you. R.I.P. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Look how mad he is. He's mad. The only noise comes from the soft hum of the limousine's engine. A moment passes. 2, 3. Then Adam's gaze narrows into slits, and the hand gripping Ethan's shirt near tears the fabric as he lifts Ethan a little off his seat. I'm going to fucking kill him, he says before all hell breaks loose as he winds a fist back, eyes flashing blood red. King, who remains silent up to this point, manages to grab onto Adam's arm, stopping his fist from making contact, and Adam tries shaking him off. Oh, our little tiny blonde is just like trying his best. He's cute. Look at the cutie. He's trying his best. Okay, he might not be that much tinier, but look. If you go to the top of the head, which is probably about right here. Yep, he's the shortest. Adam, please get a hold of yourself. You need to calm down. Adam ignores King's attempts at getting through to him. He keeps his eyes locked on Ethan. Nothing's going to stop him at this rate. And Cain slowly unscrews his flask, which reluctance. It's Cain just like backing in the corner and just like, all right, let me just get this open here. Adam's not paying attention to me. I can take another drink, right? Adam almost manages to wrangle himself out of King's grasp when Cain raises the container over Adam's head and lets the alcohol pour onto Adam's head. Oh my God. Cain! Cain! Do you have a death wish as well? Oh no. Adam, you can't murder your bandmates. I am sorry. You can't murder your bandmates. Cool off. Adam stiffens and his eyes dart in Cain's direction, looking ready to switch targets, but Cain continues. If you punch Ethan, what do you think is going to look worse? A joke that everyone will brush off within a day? Or a fucking black eye that somehow magically appeared on one of our band members during our drive over to the after party. Alright, okay, that is some wisdom. There's a paparazzi waiting for us. So unless you want people to speculate over Ethan's words after he shows up injured, you should get your shit together. Adam sneers, but Cain can see the acknowledgement of his words. While they can't fucking stand each other, he's made a good enough point that Adam can't argue with. He drops his arm and stops fighting. Okay, Cain managed to de-escalate that pretty dang fast, but Adam might murder them later. You know, as soon as the after party's done with, I guess. You bought a few more hours, buddy. Cain lets go of him and Adam crosses his arms over his chest, turning to glare out the window and stewing in his own anger as he leans against the limousine door. But at least he's acting compliant. For the time being, anyway. My hero, Ethan says in a falsetto voice, so, my hero, placing his hand over his heart. However can I repay you? Cain leans back in his seat and nods towards his now empty flask. Like, more booze, please. My drinks are on you tonight. Oh, there we go. Hi, Captain, he says with a cheeky grin. As he and Ethan slip into an easy banter, Cain making quips while Ethan goes on about his near-death experience with a stone-faced Adam, the rest of the ride goes relatively smooth as they head for the after-party. When they reach their destination, a paparazzi wait for them as their limo gains clearance to pass through the iron wrought gates, flashes going off all around. Fucking nuisances, he mumbles, his expression remaining cold and harsh. The paparazzi can't see past the tinted windows, so there's no point in putting on a performance. As they pull up, the mansion comes into view. It's like every other one he's seen before. A cardboard cutout meant to show the owner's obscene amount of wealth, with a courtyard the size of 2 football fields and a pool no doubt waiting for them in the back. Instead of feeling impressed by the infrastructure, it leaves Cain with a sour taste in his mouth. He's starting to wish he didn't waste his liquor on Adam. Luckily for him, these places usually also have wet bars where drinks are served for guests. That's the first place he's heading to. Hell, he might just stay there the entire night at this rate. As the group piles out of the car, past the other guests loitering out in front and talking in small groups, he catches a flash of cherry red lipstick and a familiar smile waltzing up to them. Is that blonde girl, Aria? Yep. She's changed out of her long, elegant gown and beams at the group. Namely, Adam. She tucks a strand of blonde hair behind an ear, her cheeks rosy. I'm so glad you can make it. Welcome to my humble abode, she says, shining brightly. If you want, I could give you a quick tour. There's plenty of people, so it's pretty easy to get lost. Thank you for having us, but I think... She doesn't listen to the rest of his words, instead choosing to loop her arm with his and tugging him along. Come on, it's really no trouble at all. Adam visibly stiffens at her touch, and if he wasn't playing nice, Cain's pretty sure he would have ripped her arm off the second she touched him. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Doo-doo-doo. Instead, Adam gently withdraws his arm from hers and offers her a tight smile hanging back. She twirls around in confusion. Adam? I think it's okay. I think I'm okay. Thank you. A firm line gets drawn in the sand. One that says, don't touch me, and I'm not fucking interested. Arya's eyes widen at the implication, and a hasty apology tumbles out of her mouth. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's okay. Let's just enjoy the night. He gives her one last pleasant smile before striding past her as she stares after him. King's smile is apologetic as the girl blinks, looking like she wants to cry, a trace of his real personality revealing itself. Hey, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love getting a tour. Last time we wound up at one of those, I ended up getting so lost I found myself somehow locked in a bathroom by the end of the night. What did you do, boy? He gives he then gives a soft giggle at the memory. Oh, sure, I could show you around. She doesn't look as enthusiastic as before, her eyes lingering on Adam as he's at his retreating back. But then she's back into hostess mode and leads him and the rest of the group inside. King's trying to step up and be like, "You can give me a tour instead." Yeah. Arya takes them through the array of areas made for entertainment purposes. There's a built-in movie theater, a spa area, a pool out back where most people are gathered, a playroom with all the latest gaming consoles, and best of all, a wet bar that Cain fully intends on taking advantage of. Ethan splits off about halfway through the excursion. As soon as they entered the playroom, someone who knew Ethan within the industry wanted a rematch of their last game of Mario Kart during a different after-party. Never one to back down or show off, Ethan accepted the challenge, leaving the three of them to finish the rest of the tour on their own. Cain remained quiet as he followed behind Arya and King, who talked amiably. He could tell by Arya's expression that she already recovered from her earlier encounter with Adam. The only problem? She now eyed King the same way she did Adam earlier. Oh God, girl. Girl! Her eyes drifting over him with something like awe and want. Cain withholds a sigh, already knowing what would follow. That's gonna be trouble later. Not because of her clear attraction to his bandmate. A good portion of people find them appealing. So that's not the issue. It's how King feels about relationships himself. Like Adam, King doesn't do them at all, though his reasoning is very different from Adam's. He didn't know why until after their first tour together. But that's not Cain's story to tell. Ah! Dang it! I think it said that this is going to be a series of prequels, so maybe we're going to get each one focused on a different one of the band members. If that's the case, does that mean we get a Cain one and an Ethan one, and maybe a Saffron? That'd be really cool. Rather than linger on the thought as they reach the end of the tour, Cain nods his head in the direction of the wet bar. Thanks for the tour. I'm heading over there. Arya blinks at him. Did she forget he was even there? Yes. Yes, she did. Oh, yeah, go ahead. She turns to King. I love that. Look at that. Blush completely gone looking at Cain, and then instantly, whoa. She wants to get some flirting on, doesn't she? But girl, you barking up the wrong tree twice tonight. She turns to King, her demeanor completely shifting. Do you want to go over to the pool? I'd love to introduce you to some of my friends. Cain watches as King smiles, feigning oh my gosh, let me get a drink and maybe I can speak then. Feigning optimism and keeps a bounce in his step as he and Arya walk side by side, heading out onto the patio. Yeah, that's not going to end well for her. She's no doubt ended up rejected twice. Either way, it's none of his business. He shakes his head and heads over to the wet bar. The bartender pouring others drinks talks with the guests, causing a few of them to laugh. He's a good-looking guy. A little shorter than Cain. Pretty blue eyes. Not to mention he's got a cute smile to boot. If the paparazzi weren't waiting outside, he'd think about flirting with him and asking about taking him home by the end of the night. Oh, you should do it. You should do it, Cain. You can sneak out the back door. Oh, so that means Cain is gay or bi. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. He hasn't had sex in a while. Too busy to even think about it. He's debating at least seeing if the other guy's game when someone huffs as they sit down next to him, planting their purse on the bar. It's Melody, the one who announced their award for the album of the year. Melody, excuse me, we were about to get our game on. The bartender walks up to them. What can I get for you? Oh, there's no art of the bartender, so then we're not going to have a fling with him. Dang it. 2 shots of whiskey. Jack preferably. God, this night sucks. They drop their forehead on the bar as the bartender turns to him. And you, sir? What they're having, but make it 3. Coming right up. As he moves away, the individual angles their face so they're looking at him. Someone's a show-off. He raises an eyebrow at the comment. They smile. Okay, so they're they. I apologize if I say it, if I did feminine terms. I am sorry. I can only handle 2, but 3 shots. Somebody's gonna need to peel me off the front lawn and find my missing shoe. At least they're honest. Cain laughs at that, tipping his head back before he leans against the bar. I'll make sure you're not around for the rest of the shots I take then. Might make you jealous. More like I'd feel sorry for you considering the hangover you're going to have in the morning. And whoever has to hold your puke bucket. What makes you think I wouldn't use the toilet? Can't imagine that pretty of a face resting against someone else's porcelain throne. Unless it's your own and it's gold and heated. But if that's the case, you're a little too extra for my taste, and I'm going to need you to get out of here. His lips tug at the corner in amusement. He plays along. Did I mention it also vibrates? Melody groans. Okay, now I just officially hate you. Get out of my sight. They make a shooing motion with their manicured nails before actively turning their back to him, stealing glances over their shoulder but smiling to show they're just messing around. If it helps, it's shared between 5 men. So they all are living in a dorm together. Wait, 5 men, so Saffron lives with them. They turn back around. Okay, yes, that actually does, in fact, make me feel better. They say as they grab one of the shots the bartender served before tipping their head back and planting the glass back onto the bar. They hiss through their teeth and shake out their arms. Fuck, that's the best. I really needed that. Rough night. Horrid. God, awful. 10 out of 10. Never want to experience again. In fact, I think I'm going to order a 3rd shot because I really would prefer to forget ever agreeing to help with the whammies. I'll cover you. Or should I say Ethan will cover you since it's his tab I'm running this on. They spit out a laugh. Oh, that little shit? Okay, sure. I'll take you up on your offer. Oh, Ethan, you better get out of your gaming. Call and come check. He's going to have a big bill to pay tonight. Well, he did agree. You know him pretty well, I take it. Cain asks, downing one of his own shots before slipping into the bar stool next to theirs. Melody snorts, swirling around the liquor in their shot glass. I've never forgiven him for disconnecting my controller during Mash Sisters. I was winning and he cheated to get ahead. Never forgiven him since. Melody, is that you? They groan. Speak of the devil. They whirl around their seat as Ethan strolls up, his eyes sparkling with humor. Cain simply remains faced forward, only peering over his shoulder. Hey, he lost his outer shirt. Didn't he? I thought he was in red. He's taken off his jacket, and now his sleeves are rolled up. You know, maybe I should read before I start making comments. Hands tucked into the pocket of his pants, his shoulders relaxed. Cain can't help but envy how easy Ethan makes it look. He doubts Ethan drank anything tonight. He's a casual drinker, unlike Cain, who's well acquainted with Jack and vodka. At most, he probably settled for a beer. Even so, he's in his natural element when speaking and joking around with others. There's a few people looking over from the playroom, no doubt, waiting for him to return in order to start another game. It's something that Cain envies in the deepest recesses of his soul. Don't. Oh, he's sweating back there. Something in the back of his mind hisses. Cain's hand tightens around the shot he's holding, his inner self-hatred curling around him like a vice. You remember what happened the last time you let those feelings rule you, don't you? And he does. The memory comes crystal clear, sharp and cutting. The regrets from that day haunting him during every waking moment. His sleep no better. He swallows the lump forming in his throat. Won't unplug it this time, Cain hears Ethan say as he keys back in on the conversation. Melody rolls up their eyes at Ethan before leaning back against the bar and folding their arms over their chest, their eyes narrowing at the prankster with a sour twist to their mouth. You are a menace, and you know what they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. This is Ethan. I'm emotionally wounded by your distrust of me. Do you really think so low of me to think I'd pull the same stunt twice? At least give me some credit in the fact I'd switch it up. Melody gives him a dry look, but Cain can see they're considering taking the risk of joining in. He misses out on what was said, but neither of them notice he wasn't speaking anyway. No one ever usually does. Oh, buddy. So he does have like an he does have some issues. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. He's the type to easily fall into the background. Easily forgotten. Easily replaced. A miserable, sorry excuse of a man who drinks to cope with things most people can handle without a crutch. No one would miss you if you died. Oh, buddy. Cain, that's not true. Oh man, this man needs a hug. You need to hook up with that bartender, okay? You need to become close with that bartender and have a fun night, get his number, maybe have a date, get a special someone. You need a boyfriend. You need a boyfriend ASAP. Cain blinks. That went from 0 to 100 really fucking quick. Dude, are you on medication? You need to go see somebody, buddy. I'm worried about you. He peers down at his alcohol, almost accusingly, despite the fact that his sober self always battles with these thoughts. Shit. Maybe he's had enough for the night. If he starts teetering towards that line of thought while drinking, he's gone too far. Melody turns to him. I'm getting my revenge. Talk later. Cain just simply gives an upward tug of his smile, masking his disappointment. He enjoyed their company, but he knows his own isn't exactly the best. Kick his ass. Melody gives him a wide smile before they turn and scribble something on a napkin before handing it to Cain. A number. He doubts he'll ever text it. Sober him isn't the type to reach out first. And even intoxicated, he knows as soon as anyone finds out about his other side, it won't end up well. Laughter echoes in his ears, mocking and high-pitched. And then he hears the words spoken aloud. Bring it, loser. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but you can hear like heart beating. No, she wasn't talking to you. She wasn't talking to you, buddy. Oh no. They're speaking to Ethan, but the memory rams into him like a truck. Loser. His jaw hits the bathroom tiles. His jaw hitting the bathroom tiles as the laughter surrounding him grew louder. Tears prickling at his eyes, his arms restrained behind his back as he thrashed and tried to fight back but couldn't. Oh, he got ganged up on and beat up. Was that like in school? That you got... Oh, he's got some trauma. Some PTSD going on. Oh no. Did high school bullies get you? What? Something biting into his side. No. No, no. A scream drowned out by mockery and a smile at the helm of it. All standing and watching as he thrashed and squirmed against their hold. Okay, that was double. Did they stab him? Something biting into his side? Loser. The sound of glass shattering echoed in his ears. Then pain registered. Cain? Oh shit. Cain blinks as Melody gingerly takes his hand, revealing that he broke the shot glass, shards of it sticking out of his palm as blood trickles from the wound. They've stirred up a bit of attention from the people around them. Cain watches as King makes his way through the crowd of people, his lips drawn into a tight line of concern mixed with determination, no doubt reach him. Then there's Ethan, who lingers behind Melody, hissing through his teeth at the sight as they examine Cain's palm. And then there's Adam. Adam, go away. Go away, you're not needed in the situation. And then there's Adam, with a group of people surrounding him, and Cain watches as his eyes scan the wound, eyes drawn by the blood. It drips onto the ground, Adam's eyes following it all the while. Drip, drip. A slow, twisted smile that's all mockery forms on Adam's face. But it's no longer Adam's face he sees. The ghost of his past that forever haunts him standing there instead, always on the sidelines to revel in his misery. The same person with that same smile from the memory he recalled earlier. Loser. We should get this cleaned up. They're cut off as Cain gently brushes away their touch and stands up. He's quiet. Cain? He says nothing as he stares straight ahead, eyes locked on Adam. He hears Ethan say something, and hears King asking for a medical kit, but Cain hears none of that as he continues forward. Oh no, he's blocking out audio. He can't hear nothing. Oh, he's in his own little world. Buddy! Adam's mouth becomes more twisted as he gets closer. Do not start a fight. He is wearing a scowl, rather than the initial smile Cain saw earlier. Was that smile real? Or imagined? It doesn't matter, because now he's standing in front of the man who makes him remember the ghost of his past. I need to use the restroom and you're in the way. The air thickens with tension. The people surrounding Adam start looking uncomfortable, but Adam plays into his character that he lets the rest of the world see. Are you okay? Your hand's bleeding. We move. There's a distinct tension in Adam's shoulders, and if they weren't in public, Cain's almost certain Adam would have angled a punch at him. Adam instead steps aside, keeping on the mask of concern. Cain overhears Adam whispering to those around him as he walks past. I hope he's okay. I'm starting to think maybe he drank too much tonight. He's usually not like this. Little bastard? Someone reassures Adam that things like this happen, and Cain pushes through the bathroom door and locks it shut behind him. Inside, he finds a sleek countertop with 2 sinks, a rain shower head with multicolored LED lights, and a pristine toilet that Cain pulls down the lid on so he can sit down and look at his hand. He plucks the glass out of his skin. He feels empty as he does so. He endured so much pain in his past. He wonders if he's immune to it now. Was he, commonly beat up in school? I mean, it could happen out of school, too. But, they just said in the bathroom, and there's a lot of people ganging up on him. So, oh my gosh. So he has PTSD and self-esteem issues and all kinds of stuff. Oh, man. It doesn't hurt. But his memories, his existence, those do. When he's finished, there's a knock at the bathroom door. Cain? Can I come in? Cain sighs and reluctantly pulls himself up, opening the door and letting King slip inside before he locks it again. King holds up a medkit. We managed to find one. Is it okay if I take a look at it? Cain nods and simply sits back in his original spot on the toilet, as King gets to work on taking care of the injury. No trace of the bubbly persona. He's just King now. Are you doing okay? His soft, gentle voice draws Cain's gaze up. Worry lines his features, and Cain knows he's not just asking about his hand. King's good at reading people. Knowing when something's wrong, his typically quiet and calm nature makes him one of the band's most observant members. Cain's gaze drifts back to his now cleaned hand, soft gauze tapering off the wound. I think I drank too much. Not much more to it. Well, accidents happen, but if that's the case, then what happened out there with Adam? He doesn't look at King. He can't. He's afraid of the pity he'll see there. We don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but just know I'm here if you do. Out of the corner of his eye, he sees King give a reassuring smile, gentle and full of understanding. Cain just nods. He doesn't want to talk about it. The last time he opened up about why such a simple word like loser seemed to trigger him. You were envious. That's why you did what you did. Cain sat with his head in his hands, his body trembling as the person speaking circled him like a shark. But he needed to hear this. The acknowledgement that he was a terrible person. That he was evil. That he was a monster. That he was bad because hearing the words aloud would cement in his mind and stop Cain from doing something so horrible ever again. The person paused to whisper in his ear. He mocked you, did all those things to you, but he had people who loved him despite those flaws. Who loved you despite yours? Then Cain felt the person draw away in disgust. Cain sobbed harder. No one. Because you're weak, and your envy makes you weaker. So trust me when I say I will never let you forget it. Cain? He's pulled back into the present and away from the memory, his empty eyes sliding towards King. A dead weight rests on his chest. Kind-hearted and caring King. Like Ethan, Cain envies King. A level head on his shoulder, a serene calm in the face of any storm. King is a single person everyone needs in their life, but no one needs him. Never someone like him. He ruins everything. Not to mention, King wouldn't have done what Cain just did, getting worked up and taking out his frustrations and hatred and regrets on someone else. Because like it or not, Adam didn't even really do anything wrong this time. Sure, he's an asshole, but Cain's not even sure if he was smiling or not since he wasn't close enough to see. He made an asshole out of himself by walking up to him, speaking with venom for no real reason other than Adam just reminding Cain of his past. If he were more like King, he wouldn't have done what Cain just did, proving that Cain's more of a monster than he cares to admit. What happened in your past? I want to know. I can't pass judgment. Oh no, buddy. Right now, I just figure you have some PTSD and self-esteem issues. He bows his head and runs a hand through his hair. God, I fucking hate myself. And a voice whispers back. Good. It's what you deserve. I just need to be left alone, Cain says at last, finally responding to King's earlier inquiry. There's hesitation, but King won't overstep his boundaries, and so he simply accepts the request. Okay, but if you ever need me, just let me know. Even if it's just to talk about nothing in particular at all. Then King gets to his feet and finally leaves Cain to drown in his own bitter self-hatred. He watches as a blonde head of hair disappears past the doorframe, and he hears Adam as well as the rest of his group asking about how Cain's doing. King explains the situation, saying that he needs a minute. Cain lets his head fall back, staring up at the ceiling as the voices outside the door fade away, forgetting all about him. He closes his eyes. Of course, whenever he gets attention, Whatever people remember or think about him is always for something as shameful as this. It's why it's better for him to stay in the background, a complete mystery to everyone else. Otherwise, they get to see these sides of him. With shaking fingers, Cain pats down his pockets and manages to locate his cigarettes, slipping one out before lighting up in the bathroom. Oh no, he's crying. Man, Cain really needs some help. I don't think he's like a murderer or anything like Adam is. I don't think they know about Adam's side hobby. I really don't think so. He lets himself rot in his self-hatred and misery. Because what's better punishment for someone whose life is ruled by envy? Oh, is that why him? Oh no, now we're doing Adam's point of view. Oh no. Oh no. We're an hour in. I have no clue how long this game is. Is Adam's part going to be an hour too? So, green hair and a green green, oh my gosh, what's the word? Green color scheme, and then envy. So that, well played. So fucking stupid. Adam listens to the people around him as they worship the ground he walks on and kisses his ass, congratulating him on winning an award for Album of the Year. He fakes a smile and gives a humble response. Oh, it's not just me. I had so many people who brought this album together. And just like that, people eat this shit up. They start talking over one another, gushing around him, the circle tightening so he's completely surrounded, which makes his skin crawl. So many fucking voices. He's on the verge of ripping out someone's tongue when Walter, the host of the Whammies, clamps a greasy hand down on Adam's shoulder like they're old friends. He doesn't even fucking know the guy outside of what he's heard. There's some shady history surrounding him within the industry. Whispers also coming from those who are forced to work with him in the past. There's something off about him, and it's a wonder Adam hasn't been sent after him yet. Sent after him? So, sent after him to murder him? He's staring a hole into Walter's hand when his pocket buzzes. He gives everyone around him an apologetic smile. Sorry, incoming call, if you'll excuse me. When he steps away and manages to find a saluted area, he peers down at the text sent to him. The smiling face of a woman with golden locks and crystal blue eyes stare up at him, one of her hands tipping her wide-brimmed hat up as the other hand holds down the skirt of her white summer dress. Underneath are a list of key details he'll need to know about her in the future. Things he can use to his advantage. Was it a picture of her? Adam frowns as his eyes drift up, scanning through the crowd until he finds the woman from the picture standing shoulder to shoulder with King. Oh, he's blushing now too. She's flushed with happiness over the drummer's attention. Aria Adora. Adam scowls, his jaw setting at the sight of her. Well, isn't this just fucking great? Looks like I have to get close to her after all. Are you supposed to murk her? To be continued! Like, is it gonna be continued in, like, another game? Or, like, is this gonna get a chapter 2? I don't know. But, heck yeah. Oh my gosh, so is he being hired to murder people? I know he does it on his own. I got questions. But poor Cain. I like Cain. He needs some love. I hope he can get, like, a hookup and have like some positive moments. He really needs them. I have questions. Are we going to get another part of Cain? It says a prequel to You and Him. Um, First installment of the You and Him prequel series. Experience the world through Cain's eyes in the first installment. So does that mean the next installment is where the game's going to pick up? It doesn't say anything about, this being updated, so maybe this is just the first part in the series, and then, like, the next one might be from, well, if he's going to be going after Arya, what if the next one's actually in King's point of view? And then we get another moment of Adam, I guess luring her away, and King being like, hello, you like rejected her earlier, and then I'm talking to her. And I mean, King doesn't want relationships either, but it sounds like it's already setting up for King, because it was like he doesn't want a relationship, but for different reasons than Adam. So I feel like King could be the next person in the series to focus on. But anyway, I really like this. Cain needs a hug. He needs a hug. And a lot of help. And Adam's definitely going to end up murdering somebody by the end of this. And we haven't seen hide or hair of Saffron yet. Well, if you guys like this, please considering leaving a like or comment down below. I love listening to what all you guys have to say. It makes my day. And as always, there's also going to be a link to the game page, so please go check this out for yourself. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of interesting developments from this dev in the future about the story, because, wow. Alrighty, and I'll see you guys next time.